Hello and welcome back to Pathologic. I am Bjorn Yukaya, and we have a mystery to unravel. Now, I got some lovely tips and hints from some of you, stating that one, it's best that I revisit some people, which I shall do now, and two, that it may be a good idea to stock up on food. So I will. With that said, I say we go and check out back to the... What do we want to check out? Probably that guy. Though, to be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. I know of a few things I should be doing. But I do have to go down there, though. And also, I got told about... Is that a little child? We've almost caught the unseen cat. Wanna come see her? Definitely, sure. Let's go check out the unseen cat. You gonna show me the unseen cat? Can I see the unseen cat? I know all about you too. You gonna show me? No, you're not. People are just weird in this game. End of story. Actually, that's who I should talk to again. The other family, the original family that I talked to beforehand. The woman there claimed she had a psychic gift, if you remember correctly. We'll go check up on her. She was all the way back here. Actually, I'm also curious what time it is. 10:30 right now. This game does give you a lot of time frames to do things in. And I get the funny feeling that me, without knowing anything, will not be able to complete this game in my first run. That my destiny lays in death, not in success. Here we go, food store. This is what we want to check out. Hey friend, we'll get some more food from you. Walnuts, I guess. Should we buy things again? I forgot. I honestly forgot how to buy things. Oh. Okay, that's how you buy them. Vegetables. and crackers. I don't know if we should buy meat. Fuck it. Buy meat. Does it even say the price of them? 330. There we go. Alright. Thank you for the meat, friend. And all the food. I hope food doesn't spoil in this game. That would suck, rightly. Hello? My heart is crying for my poor children. How are my tears doing? Is everything alright? Oh, women's share is hard. Women's share is hard. Man's share is harder? Whatever. Everything will be fine. Goodbye. Maybe I should have pissed her off, see what would have happened. I get such Ipswich vibes from this place. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about a Lovecraftian town. Let's talk to these lovely people again. Do you say anything new? The town is small and rather unexceptional, isn't it? But there are all kinds of people here, the simple folk, and the more remarkable ones. The former will tell you more than they know. The latter know way more than they're ever gonna let out. Keep a close eye on them. Your victory depends on it. And who are these remarkable people? There are 20-something of them, easily distinguished by their logics or their presence. They're called many names: the bound, the fated, the adherent, the Gobos Taglar, the town circle. Simon preferred their company to any other. Is that a sect or something? No. There used to be a pagan game called Taglur. A roundelay of sorts. Taglur means a kin circle, and Gobo is a character from a local epic. And so the people that Simon was interested in the most are called the Gobos Taglor. Some of them don't even know one another. How does Simon choose them? Because it is they that will decide the fate of this town. Don't be distracted by the fact that some of them look insignificant or disreputable. They will earn their worth. You just give them time. They're the most important joints of the town. Why are you telling me this? Because it is they that will decide the fate of this town. Don't be distracted by the fact that some of them look insignificant or disreputable. I already said that. Each one of them will try death by the tooth. Death by the... okay. Each will put their life at risk, and each one that dies is important. Some of them may take the keys to victory to the grave. Mind that the keys are yours, while the grave is theirs. Others will do the opposite. Don't waste your chance to condemn someone who may get in the way. How do you know what is helpful and what gets in the way? Okay, alright. Dropping you more hints would be cheating. Shutting up now. Allow me to conclude then. Each bound you save will influence the final of your adventure. Each of them has their own goal and motives. It may so happen that those who seek a different ending survive, and then, well, you've been warned. Okay. What about you, Mr. Creepy Mask Man? There's something in particular we feel the urge to warn you about. When you speak to the bound, please choose your words carefully. Do not worry. You will easily be able to make out what kind of person is standing before you. An observant man that you are. So use that skill when dealing with the bound. Some of them are indeed worth insulting, whereas others need to be treated with utmost respect. If I've engaged in conversation with someone, it won't be for personal gain. Each conversation will bring you a small profit, depending on the outcome, of course. How small a profit? A handful of money. It's not a dialogue fee. Don't get me wrong. Never refuse to take small sums of money from the bound. That would not belittle you in any fashion, but would rather demonstrate how you appreciate the local customs. Alright, I'll keep the local customs in mind. I'm so gonna die in this game.
Great souls are not those who have fewer passions and more virtues than the common, but those only who have greater designs.
We the Canes have always been out of touch with mundane reality, but we are driven by love. Love can be furious, funny, and blind, but there's never a need to make excuses for it, is there? And what exactly did you see in this dream of yours? The one that you had that had to do with me? A truly terrifying battle is ahead of you. If no one has told you about your fate, I will be the first. You must know that I admire you in advance, regardless of the outcome. You will fight a foe that few can defeat. Regardless of the outcome. You will clash with your foe like a dragon slayer, but your weapon will turn against you, striking at your heart. You will end up with your own flesh torn. Every drop of blood you squeeze out of that heart will turn into a gulp of yours. If your foe escapes you, penetrates you, or saddles you, you will hear malicious laughter in your ears, and my crestfallen weeping. So it's about the murderer. Well, I will make them regret your tears, whoever they are.
The Saburov's wait is over.
Alright, can't talk to her now. I guess we shall, go talk to the other Canes again. And then talk to the lovely lady who's waiting at the place, just to make sure that she's still friendly with me. It would be nice to have a place to stay for free. What on earth is that? No, sit down.
It is far easier to be wise for others than to...
Okay, I can't talk to him now. What's that other door? Nothing! There is nothing in that door. I also want to check up on, that apparent, clairvoyant, or whatever her name was, psychic lady.
Tell me what you want, and I will tell you who you are.
Which of the locals could help me, whose words can be trusted? I don't know how long you will have to remain here, Doctor. You are most welcome to be my guest, even though I won't try to keep you. While you are here, though, especially since you are trying to find out the truth, it is my duty to offer you a piece of advice. I will be most grateful to hear. This remote place has a history of its own. There is not enough time to retell it to you, which is unfortunate, since it is the background of the town that may possibly justify some local conventions that will most likely seem barbaric to an educated person like yourself. Traces... Oh, did history leave in your society then? There are 3 truths that rule this town. 3 origins. 3 ideas, if you like. For several generations, these 3 powers have been in conflict with each other. I suspect none of them can exist without the other 2. Yet each of them strive to dominate. Each of them has its own voice, too. I've studied the... tell me more. These voices are the ruling families, the co-owners of the Bull Project, who have been ruling the town for almost 2 centuries. Each one of the truths they represent is screaming at the top of its lungs, and in so doing traversities whatever value it carries. Who are they? The first voice is Sabarov's. The second is Olgamiski's. The third is one of us. Or one of us is... The third one is us, the Canes. We are the 3 heads of one beast. Each of the clans will offer their own understanding of what's going on. Each of the 3 will use their own voice, and the voices of their followers to lie and distort the truth. We cannot exist otherwise. However, in doing so, we will inadvertently reveal the entirety of the truth to anyone who would listen. Let me see. Yeah, don't worry, I trust proven facts. Words alone don't carry weight for me. I suggest you believe no one. Perhaps I am the only one of the 3 rulers that would ask you to disregard his very words. If nothing else, I hope it will win me your favor. At least I am offering you honest advice. You should never trust any of us completely. Neither the Canes, nor the Algamiskis, nor the Sabarovs. I do not trust blindly. It goes against my principles. Furthermore, each of us will try to paint a rather ungainly picture of the other 2. More likely, we will fill you in on the negative sides of each other faction, and withhold anything that is good about them. That is inevitable. None of us will stoop to outright slander, so everything that will be said is most likely to be true. But this truth will be one-sided and incomplete. Listen carefully to what we say and take it into account. Thank you. So basically, we have 3 ruling houses. All of them are in it for themselves. And I'm surrounded by lies. And the truth is hidden within these lies. The stories of the evil that the Canes have unleashed onto the world are partially true. Do not feel obliged to act in our favor. As you can see, I will stop before nothing to ensure an unbiased investigation. The lack of prejudice I want to instill in you is the one and only reason why I am making a confession like this. I do not want my brother to have died in vain.
So the Saburovs have offered patronage to some changeling.
I'm counting on you, Doctor. I'd like to examine your brother's body. We have sent for Isidore Brooker's most accomplished apprentice. His name is Stanislav Rubin. Quite a resolute and talented man, this Rubin is. I have great expectations of him. He will bring everything you need, and you will examine the body together. Alright, let me know when Rubin arrives. I would expect him to join you in the evening. No earlier than 11 o'clock, I would say. The evening, so at night time. 11 o'clock at night. I'm guessing that is a timeline that if we miss, we're not getting that back again. So my suggestion is that we talk to this girl first. Wait, wrong place. It's a church. A very creepy looking church too. I don't like this music. I really don't like this music. This place gives me the creeps. Oh god. Move. And there's still the fact we gotta keep certain people alive, and I have no idea how we are going to do that. What was that? What is that red line? I don't even know what this spooky vision is. Might be in here, in one of these ones. No. Oh yeah, day 1, okay. No, it doesn't have anything there. Kind of feel like I should be taking my own notes. But oh well. So where's this girl again? Oh, she was there. Okay. I'm good now. Yeah, she was in that house there. So basically, we should make friends with the royals of the house. What was it? Let's see. Tantira? No. The Ogomiskis. Gotta make friends with them. We gotta make friends with not them. The Suburb? Yeah, the suburbs. And probably while we can, once we go check out all the shake hands with the famous, we should then explore around into other places and see if we cannot find the opinions on people of lesser value. And that way we could start to uncover their opinions on what the truths are. But first, let's talk to our friend here. Hello, my dear.
What is there to talk about now?
I found out more about our morning visitors. They turned out to be runaways. Can you imagine? What are they running away from? Jail? Zoo? A bedlam? The Allegamiskis have closed the termitory again. And those who have managed to escape from there are now being hunted. Capella told me all about this. Some of them have run away, and some went into hiding somewhere in the town, and Capella is worried. What is she worried about? Capella and Vlad, the younger, are poles apart. Vlad's primary concern is the interest of the family, so the sister is worried that the brother will kill the runaway. She'd rather have him survive the night and escape into the steppe. Where could the runaways be hiding? In the hospice in the earth. In a hospice in Earth? Well, hospice is just a name, really. What are you planning to visit the place? Then help them escape into the steppe before Vlad sends mercenaries after them? That would be a good deed. We've had enough murders, haven't we? True, I'll see what I can do.
I had a feeling you would come.
That ominous singing outside the window is gnawing at me. Who could be singing in a town like this? I can't hear anything.
I've seen the angel.
Hungry. There's very little time has passed, but I feel hungry and exhausted again. Since you decided to fight death, you will have to be very careful. It's September. You will be dying with every breath of air. What am I supposed to do? Not breathe air? Should I have stocked up on air from the capital? You got me wrong. You'll be dying here much faster than in the capital. Your body is wasting away just as fast as a boat sinks with its holds full of water. Breathe in this air. Can you feel it? You have a poetic mind. Not at all. My mind is quite prosaic. Yet your arrival has gone to my head so much that I'm longing for poetry now. But I speak of the simplest corporeal things. I am simply worried about your health. Am I in danger? This steppe is full of various herbs. They fill the air with dizzying vapors. White whip twire and swevery are dangerous in August and September. When herbs surrender their juices to the sun, people tend to get headaches this time of year. Heart sufferers lie in bed with pains. My heart aches too. How do you people live here? Twire is a rare herb, so usually it's bearable. But this year it's unbelievably painful. The elderly say that this is phenomenal. Nothing like this has happened before. They think it's a bad omen. Well, I don't believe that. But the air is droning. Can you feel it? Don't you feel dizzy? Yes, the air is heavy. You need to sleep often. Never grow hungry. Don't drink more. Drink more water. Not don't drink more water. That's stupid. Drink more water. You need to look after yourself properly. If you feel sick, forget everything else and get some rest. Otherwise, you may die of a heart attack or bleeding. Be careful, alright? The more I think and do, the faster I die. That symbolism if I ever saw it. You have anything else to say?
I had a feeling you would come.
Singing at the window. What singing are you hearing? My dear, have you gone mad? I mean, I'll check around the house for you, just in case. But I think you've gone crazy. Alright, where are we going? Where are we headed? We're headed to... We'll talk to the Ogamiski's mansion people. Is drinking something that I have to do? I actually don't remember. No, but I do eat. So I'm getting more exhausted. Does that hunger mean me to go up or down? I actually don't know. Let's try eating something first. Try eating some walnuts. I don't really see it go up or down. Let's try again. There's fresh meat. Dried meat. Let's see what that did. Yeah, it goes... yeah, okay, cool. But I'm exhausted. That's not good. Well, I'm not exhausted, but I'm getting there. I wonder how long I have to rest for. That means it's 11 PM, I think. Also, checking the trash was another thing. Ooh. Yes, please. We'll get some water. How do you feel it with some spring water? Can we use that? Oh, we can too! Sweet! Can we actually drink from it? What does that deal with hunger? It looks like it... I don't know what it deals with. The ration meter, the exhaustion meter comes up. I'm guessing that's a good thing. So can I go in the sewers? No, I can't. Okay, cool. Alright. What are you in you? Needle. You never know what you might need in this. I feel like bottles will be good anyway, for whatever reason. I wonder if the stuff that's in here is randomly generated. More trash king in. Oh no, there's more here. Oh, it's empty. It's tipped over and empty. Out of the way, creepy kids. Oh, that's not a creepy picture at all. And you're not a creepy person at all.
Yes.
As Bachelor Dankovsky, of course. Bachelor Dankov. Dr. Dank. Of course. Who else could be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. How curious, and what is the current state of your industry? Come now. It's a complicated establishment. With 1,000 years of history, a special approach is required to control such colossus. See where I'm getting at, emissary? It would be such business always leaves. It would be pointless to object. I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special, very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be very naive. You're probably right.
What?
Yes. Getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague Isidore, about the manner of his death, to be precise. What are you implying? What is this manner you're talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with it. Don't they say Isidore was murdered by a step-demon? A Shabnak Adia? There was that thingy, a talon they fished out from the wound. Right, a demon. Why didn't I think of that straight away? It's so obvious. No need to put on airs. Like you know life. Scarcely off the train and full of scorn already. Oh, I know these big city manners full well. Yet the capital is 1,000 versts away, as is any other decently civilized place, if you catch my drift. And you didn't let me finish. Alright, I apologize for the sarcasm. Is your money where your mouth is, though? It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example. A scoffer if I've ever seen one. And now even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're in the steppe now. Esteemed sir, eastern and backwards, the dead rise from their graves here. Clay dummies dance, and bulls talk. And how do we catch this creature? I have no idea. I'm not a steppe man. These animals are only as interesting to me as they are productive. All is good as long as the plow is pulled. As for how they're quacking among themselves, who would seriously take interest in that? Why was I cursed with a son like this? Oh, my sins. My grave sins. So your son bears little resemblance to you? I seem to like the steppe people. They're dangerous. They're aggressive, and they hate everyone. who isn't a step person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if you're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. So your son knows who the murderer is? Perhaps they've given shelter to them. Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you have nothing to talk about. He's not here. Thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You heard me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. I want to leave it at that. You're an angry, angry man. Not very nice, man. Move! I believe we shall continue this conversation with this man in the next episode. Whew, there is a lot of mysteries to unveil here. Until next time, friends. Goodbye.